It rewrote the laws of physics. Hybrid engines that scream louder than jets. A price tag higher than most mansions. Technology stolen from Formula One racetracks. These are 12 weird facts about the Porsche 918 Spyder. And the bonus, let's just say this car can drive itself while you sleep. Floor it. This ride's about to get insane. When Porsche announced they were building only 918 examples of their hybrid hypercar, the automotive world went into a frenzy. Each one carried a starting price of $845,000. More than most people will spend on housing in their lifetime. But that didn't stop the ultra-wealthy from scrambling to secure their allocation. Prospective buyers had to place a non-refundable $200,000 deposit just to reserve a build slot, without even seeing the final production car. That's right, a down payment larger than most luxury vehicles based purely on Porsche's reputation and some concept sketches. Once options like the lightweight Weissach package were added, the final price ballooned to $929,000. This made it more expensive than virtually any Ferrari or Lamborghini available at the time, combined. Despite this astronomical cost, Porsche could have easily sold 10 times as many units. The limited production run proved to be a masterstroke for early buyers. Some owners who barely drove their 918 SEs later sold them for over $2 million at auction. A profit margin that would make Wall Street brokers jealous. Imagine making $1 million profit simply by parking a car in your garage for a few years. The 918's heart isn't just one engine, it's a symphony of 3 power plants working in perfect harmony. At the core sits a naturally aspirated 4.6-litre V8, derived from Porsche's Le Mans racing program. But that's only the beginning. 2 separate electric motors, one on each axle, contribute an additional 279 horsepower. The front electric motor powers the front wheels independently, effectively giving the 918 all-wheel drive capability without any mechanical connection between the axles. What makes this system truly revolutionary is how seamlessly these 3 power sources integrate. The car's computer makes up to 1,000 decisions per second about which combination of engines to use based on driving conditions, throttle input, and battery charge. The result is a combined output of 887 horsepower and 9 on a small neighborhood during a blackout. Yet unlike most high-performance engines that deliver power in violent bursts, the 918's electric motors fill in any torque gaps, creating a journey between those states. Perhaps most impressive is that Porsche actually had to limit the car's power delivery. The engineers discovered that unleashing the full torque instantly would simply shred the tires, regardless of their compound or width. Even with these electronic limitations, the 918's acceleration remains one of the most violent experiences legally available to civilians. In 2013, Porsche sent shockwaves through the automotive industry when the 918 lapped the notorious Nürburgring Nordschleife in just 6 minutes and 57 seconds. The first production car to break the 7-minute barrier on the 12.9-mile circuit. This accomplishment was so extraordinary that competing manufacturers, particularly those in Maranello, initially refused to believe it. Ferrari engineers reportedly spent months analyzing footage of the lap, convinced there must have been some form of trickery involved. What made the record even more impressive was that it wasn't set with some stripped-down, race-prepared special edition. The car used standard street tires and was completely stock, the same specification any customer could purchase. Test driver Mark Lieb, who set the record, later described how the car felt like it was flying on rails around corners, maintaining grip levels that defied conventional understanding of tire physics. The hybrid powertrain allowed for perfect torque vectoring, effectively pulling the car through corners with supernatural precision. The 918's lithium-ion battery pack was years ahead of its time. While most hybrid vehicles of that era required hours to recharge, the 918 could go from empty to full in just 25 minutes using Porsche's specialized charging equipment. Even with a standard household outlet, owners could fully charge overnight, giving them 12 miles of pure electric range, perfect for silently leaving the neighborhood without waking the neighbors. The 300-pound battery system wasn't just notable for its charging speed, but for its power density. Porsche developed the technology in partnership with Formula One teams who needed rapid energy deployment during race conditions. What makes this system truly revolutionary is its intelligence. The battery management computer monitors 200 individual cells thousands of times per second, adjusting temperature, flow, and charge rates continuously to maximize performance while preventing degradation. This technology would later influence electric vehicle development across the entire industry. Every visible panel on the 918 is crafted from hand-laid carbon fiber that requires 6 weeks to properly cure. This isn't the mass-produced carbon fiber found in lesser performance cars, it's aerospace-grade material with perfect weave alignment. A single body panel for the 918 costs more than many people spend on entire vehicles. The front clamshell alone carries a replacement price tag that exceeds $70,000, more than a well-equipped BMW 5 Series. The carbon fiber used in the 918 offers strength exceeding steel while weighing less than aluminum. Porsche borrowed the manufacturing process directly from their Le Mans prototype racing program, where weight savings of grams can determine victory. What makes this even more remarkable is that damaged panels can't be repaired. Unlike metal, which can be hammered and filled, carbon fiber's structural integrity is compromised once damaged. A single significant scratch means replacing entire sections at costs that would make insurance adjusters faint. The 918's wheels aren't just designed for looks. They're engineering marvels forged from magnesium using aerospace manufacturing techniques. Each wheel weighs barely half what a conventional aluminum wheel does, dramatically reducing unsprung weight. These wheels are wrapped in bespoke Michelin tires developed exclusively for the 918. Each tire costs over $1,000 and, under spirited driving conditions, might last only 5,000 miles before requiring replacement. A complete set of wheels and tires for the 918 costs approximately $30,000, more than a brand new Toyota Camry. This isn't just due to Porsche's notorious pricing strategy. The manufacturing process for these wheels is so specialized that Porsche secured multiple patents for the technology. The extreme cost reflects performance benefits that can't be achieved with conventional components. The reduced rotating mass allows the car to accelerate faster, brake harder, and change direction more rapidly than would otherwise be possible. The 918's aerodynamic system makes most aircraft look primitive by comparison, reducing drag. This active aero system was developed in the same wind tunnel used for Porsche's Le Mans winning race cars. The 918's solution was to create a thinking aero package that constantly reconfigures itself, effectively giving the car multiple personalities depending on driving conditions. It's essentially wearing different body styles moment by moment as you drive. The 918's steering wheel isn't just a control device, it's a command center housing 20 different controls and switches that allow drivers to adjust everything from driving modes to suspension settings without removing their hands from the wheel. It's wrapped in Alcantara that costs approximately $500 per square foot to manufacture properly. This isn't the synthetic suede found in mainstream performance cars, it's a specialized material with precise friction coefficients to maintain perfect grip in all conditions. The paddle shifters flanking the wheel are each machined from solid aluminum billets, with replacement costs exceeding $2,000 each. The carbon fiber trim pieces require 40 hours of hand polishing to achieve their perfect finish. Should an owner damage their steering wheel assembly, the replacement cost exceeds $15,000, more than a year's tuition at many state colleges. Yet despite this astronomical cost, Porsche spared no expense in ensuring that the primary interface between driver and machine delivers perfect feedback. The 918's hybrid system wasn't developed for fuel economy. It was designed for performance dominance using technology directly transferred from Porsche's Formula One development program. The energy recovery system captures kinetic energy during braking that would otherwise be wasted as heat, storing it in the battery for later deployment. This technology adds approximately 160 additional horsepower during acceleration phases. What makes this system truly remarkable is that it was so advanced that similar technologies were Perhaps most impressive is that NASA engineers later studied the 918's energy management system for potential applications in spacecraft, where energy efficiency can mean the difference between mission success or failure. The car literally influenced space exploration technology. Porsche's decision to build precisely 918 examples wasn't arbitrary. It matched the car's internal development code and project number. This attention to numerical symmetry reflects the German manufacturer's obsessive attention to detail. Each 918 required 6 months to build by hand in a specialized section of Porsche's Stuttgart factory. Only 12 master technicians were qualified to complete the entire assembly process, with each car representing hundreds of hours of skilled labor. Deviation, no matter how small, required correction before the car could leave the factory. The final 918 rolled off the production line on June 19, 2015, deliberately ending the program forever. Porsche rejected numerous offers from wealthy clients willing to pay multiples of the asking price for additional builds, ensuring the 918's place in automotive history as a true limited edition. One of the 918's most surreal capabilities is its ability to reach 93 miles per hour using only its electric motors, without firing the V8 engine at all. This creates the uncanny experience of supercar acceleration without any of the expected sound. Normal volumes even when traveling at triple-digit speeds. The transition between electric and gasoline power modes happens so seamlessly that passengers often can't detect when the V8 engine engages or disengages. The only clue might be a subtle change in the digital displays or the distant growl suddenly emerging from behind. This duality gives the 918 a split personality, capable of silently cruising through urban environments on electric power for up to 12 miles before unleashing its full 887 horsepower on open roads. It effectively pioneered the concept of the environmentally conscious supercar. Hidden throughout the 918's chassis are sensors that monitor not just the vehicle's performance, but the driver's alertness and behavior. The car can detect minute changes in steering inputs that might indicate fatigue or distraction. If the system determines the driver isn't fully engaged, it can subtly intervene, adjusting throttle response or even applying gentle steering corrections to maintain the vehicle's path. This semi-autonomous capability was implemented a decade before such features became common in mainstream vehicles. The stability control system is so predictive that it can actually anticipate driver mistakes before they occur, using algorithms that compare actual inputs against ideal driving lines. In extreme situations, the car can temporarily assume full control, steering, braking, and accelerating independently to avoid accidents. This technology was at least 10 years ahead of anything else available on public roads at the time.